All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final video of the 10 video series that I'm creating for you guys. What does my shirt say? It says, I own the company. I like shirts that speak. I like things that say things because I like to consider myself somewhat of a marketer. And, you know, you can get into people's psychologically in a way that, you know, when they read something, and people read things. That's why I drive with signs on my car, because when people read that, they have an effect. It has an effect on people. What you read determines where your mind goes for a second, right? So it's like when you see something, where your mind goes to a place for a second, and then you pull back, or you stay there, depending on how you feel about what you read or what you saw. But anyway, this final video I'm titling, Just Go and Do It. Just go and do it. Why would I title it that? Well, one, it's the last video, but this is what I want you to do now that you watch this series of videos. Just go and do it. I was listening to a guy this morning as I was doing a little research, and he was talking about we all die, right? And from a morbid, I guess, or mortality standpoint, that's absolutely true. So if we're all going to die, why not start something that you want to do? Take small steps, continue on, continue on, continue on until you die. Doing what you like, doing what you would like to do. And over time, because of what's called compound interest, or compound, in this case, interest, then you become better at that. And you can actually become an expert. That's the concept I like to share with you. You're not going to get where you need to go in 6 weeks. It's not going to take 6 months. It'll probably take 6 years, 10 years. But you got that, right? You got that time. So understand this. As you know better, you do better. So if you start at level 1, which is where you will start at, especially if you're basing it on something you don't know about. And that's the beauty of starting something. It doesn't have to be something you know already a little bit about. You can know nothing about it. Zero, absolutely nothing about it. And over time, in a short period of time, you become more of an expert than a lot of the actual experts. You will. And you can share that information. And as you share information, you help people. And as you help people through the way the system is set up, when I say the system, I mean the world, the way the world is set up, as you get back. See, when you give, like I'm giving to you right now information. I'm giving you the game. So if you take it, then you'll benefit. But I never have to see you for me to benefit, because I'm putting it out into the universe and letting the universe do what it does. So if you're seeing this video for the first time, you may say, wait a minute, I didn't see his first 9 videos. Let me go back and watch these videos because I really like what he's saying on this video, right? That's how that works. Now, if I don't put this content out, you don't get to experience that. It's like telling your story. We all have a story. Let me say that again. We all have a story. And people want to hear your story. If you can't tell your story, then there are a lot of people who miss out on being able to experience what they will experience by hearing your story. You hear people's stories are really like tragic or even celebratory. Well, they just have like great stories to tell. Those help people. That's how that system works. When you know something and you're able to tell your experiences with that something as well, you're helping others who go through that or who may go through that. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to identify, one, who you are, and be okay with who you are, because we're all different. Well, this is one of the things I really wanted to make sure I put on this video here, with it being the last one. You see people on different platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and you see them constantly, or consistently, the video before this one, you see them consistently getting in front of the camera and doing what they do, talking about what their product is or their service is. And you probably saying to yourself, I can do better than that, or I would have done it this way. Do it. Just go and do it, because you're critiquing people who are probably no more experienced than you. They're just doing it, right? And learning it on the fly, so to speak. They're in the game because you're able to sit on the sidelines and say something about it. But they can't say anything about you. You know why? Because you're on the sidelines, and people in the game don't look at people on the sidelines. They're focused on the game because they're trying to win. I know that's a sports analogy, but it's a fact. It's a fact in life. If you're busy doing something, you're not focused on people who are what you call the naysayers, or people who don't really, have an effect other than negative. They're not really trying to, win or lose. They just don't want you to win. So don't worry about that. You can't focus on that. And what's a win? They don't even know what a win is, because they don't understand the world that you're in. They only understand the world that criticizes the world that you're in. You got to be bigger than that. You got to move on from that, right? That's gonna be there, because as you rise, and you will rise, because that's how it works. As you rise, people that you thought were in your corner are going to start to pull back and say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a part of that. And that's okay. You have to be totally cool with that, because that's why you have to have your dream and your vision. It has to be based on you. You kind of have to be selfish from that perspective for a second. And if you're able to be selfish without being selfish in a way, when I say that, don't be arrogant. Don't be, just because you start to make a little money or you get a little bit of prestige. Don't be, don't go there. Don't put yourself on a pedestal, in other words. Just remain humble and do what you do. And over time, you'll get better. And other people will start to come to you for advice and information, or tools and techniques that, you know that they don't know. Because I see people all the time who are starting this journey, and I can tell like that where they are, because, it shows, but it also shows when you're on their next level, right? So if it's in line with what you want to do, whether it's passion-based or whether it's knowledge-based, you just want to learn that skill. I was reading a Facebook article this morning where an 8-year-old girl, African-American girl, can speak 8 languages, and play 8 instruments. Yes, she's a genius. Please know that. That is not normal, okay? That's not normal. So you're not going to be on that level. No, don't think you're going to get there. That's gifted. That's what you call gifted. Now, where you are, you can become really good, but you can never, ever, regardless of how much effort you put into it, be gifted, because it has to come directly from the Creator for her or him to have that, right? Just what I believe. I could be wrong, but I haven't been wrong this year. Just kidding. That's all I have. But anyway, listen, I want to thank you for watching all these videos, and I hope that you get your mind in a way where you're ready to get in the game. You're ready to take off and do the things that I've done thus far, because, I'm a senior citizen nowadays. I know I don't look like it, but I am. So for me, being able to understand the computer and put things together the way I have, I know you can do it. I know you can do it, because you're a lot younger than me. And the rewards will come a lot quicker for you than they were for me, because I deal with a lot of, can that really be done? Is that really true? You know what I'm saying? rather than just experiencing it, right? I have to kind of like put a little, I check it first. No, I don't just, okay, I just have to check it. Let me see. Because, you know, a lot of things are scams and gimmicks and schemes, right? Especially in the online world. So, you know, you want to always kind of protect yourself because you don't know, really. But we have this intuition, right? Intuitive vibe that we get from people. And I love that about life. I can hear you. I can hear the way you say certain things. And I can watch your mannerisms. And I can know for a fact whether I feel like it's okay to listen to it anymore or not. And if I don't, I'm out. If I do, I'll give you a listen because I believe everybody deserves that. But if it goes against my spirit, it's not a win for me. So I try to do everything from a giving, caring, truly caring, and helping my people situation. I try to go from that basis. And I try not to get too, big headed because of the money or the prestige or the, things like that you get along the way. Because people envy you. People will begin to envy you and begin to want to be like you, or for you not to be so much like you are. So you got to be mindful of that as well. But with that being said, I'm going to say thanks, guys, for watching these videos, and hopefully you learned something. If you have, give me a comment or go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my channel at Speak with Larry, no spaces, and I'll appreciate it. All right, with that being said, I'm going to talk to you somewhere down the road. Hopefully you will have started your business and had positioned yourself as an expert by that time.